Well, guys, Daniel just said we can go, so I guess we're going to start talking. Mitch?
Yep.
I just wanted to come out, since we got Daniel today, and get a little bit caught up on what projects we got going. I've been asked a lot about the blue truck, and it's all disappointing and sad news.
Yes.
Runs really good. Transmission doesn't want to party. We've rebuilt the transmission.
Yep.
We've been in the truck with the scan tool. Transmission is doing exactly what it's told to do, but unfortunately, after we drove it to Montana trying to get it figured out, we've got, I'm going to say I got 500 miles in that truck right now, and
I think so, yeah.
it's a ton of fun when it's not in lockup, but then once it goes into third gear and it commands for lockup, any sort of throttle pedal past like 1,300 RPM.
25 right now. 2,500 RPM, and it goes nuts.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, 13% of throttle.
Yes, 13%.
But about 20, and we don't even know if that's possibly what's causing it, because we've got two trucks that are both 96, 97. The white one has a 215 pump in it, and we drive it around at normal speeds, and it requires 22, 25% of throttle position.
Yep.
The blue truck makes a bunch more jam downstairs, and it drives around. The white truck's got 410s.
Yeah.
So it should require even less throttle input.
Right.
The blue truck has 3.5s
Yep.
on 35s, and you do everything you need to do from like 11 to about 13, 14% of throttle position.
Yeah.
So it's really impressive in one way, but we're not so sure that that might not be a problem. So if anybody out there has ever encountered 96, 97, 98 auto truck, that once you get down into the gas pedal in third gear or fourth gear locked up, tachometer has meltdowns, scan tool shows like 2,000 to 6,000 RPM.
Yeah. You'll 2,000 RPM, and then it'll flash to like 6,000. Then it'll go to 5. Then it'll go say 7. Then it'll come back to 2.
That's all in 1 second.
Erratically.
So unfortunately, the transmission is unlocking and trying to lock several times in a second.
And dropping out overdrive at the same time.
Dropping out overdrive. It's really gross. So
Bad.
I spoke to Brad Ponce. He's another old fellow like me, and he's smart, like truck smart, way smarter than me. So I called up Brad and I said, hey, Brad, what do you think? And he goes, man, I'd unplug the alternator and take it for a drive. And I thought that'd be really, really a good idea. But while we were doing these things, the in and out of third gear, fourth gear, lock up, no lock, all lock out.
Definitely not being nice to it. You're starting to get pretty mad. So
There's oil out front of the shop where the head gasket decided to let oil out. So we're going to have to put a head gasket in it. Mitch is currently working on a little 5.9 project that's going to go in the two-wheel drive. So this will be for sale pretty soon. But we're going to put a good pump on this, good set of turbos on this. It's Grandpa's like two-wheel drive that looks it's a 94 standard cab truck that's super clean, and it looks very, I don't know, like
it's a grandpa truck. That's
grandpa
like
truck.
Old grandpa, he'd run around, go get some groceries in it, throw a fence post in the back of it.
If anybody out there wants like a 700 horsepower grandpa truck, standard cab, 94 two-wheel drive, hit us up. This will be running pretty soon.
Straight up sleeper, stock wheels.
Super sleeper, gonna scare the hell out of people.
Yeah.
So this motor's going in that.
Yep.
Then right behind Daniel is the 2019 truck. We finally got it back. I spent last week mapping a stock injector and mapping the injectors that were in the truck. And when we sent this truck out to have files wrote for carb and EO testing, we sent them another spare set of injectors, and they never got to using them. So those are here at this garage. Those are now in my pickup. I'm going to haul those to town, and I'm going to jump on the Bosch 708, and I'm going to try and map the spare set of injectors. So you'll end up putting that injector back in that truck.
Yep.
And then we're working with a couple of guys on getting tuning wrote for a 2019. So we've got EO/carb testing in the works on that. It's been a long and painful process, but we're still working on it. We're still going to do it. And then the black truck that we built the motor in, the transmission was a high dollar aftermarket unit that wasn't very happy. I hated it. So I called the customer and told him I hated his truck because of his transmission. And he said, man, I'm really glad you said that, because me too. So we pulled the valve body, discovered that the high dollar aftermarket transmission had nothing but stock parts in the valve body. Fixed that, and then it was great for about 4 hours, and then we had more crossover leaks. So the transmission came out, and it's now at Elford's place, Dynamic, and he's going through the training for us. So hopefully that thing gets to leave pretty soon. But yeah, so you got a head gasket to do in the blue truck.
Yep.
So we'll steal the head gasket out of this head gasket kit.
Yes.
And we'll unplug the alternator. We'll see if that fixes that situation. Hopefully it does.
Yeah, see if it's putting off a dirty signal in the electrical system.
And then we've got the white truck, which is basically for sale, but we still need to take the tires off the blue truck, put them on the white truck. So I think it's going to sell better, look better.
Do a little tire swapping.
Present better.
Yeah.
So that'll be done pretty soon. The 19 you'll have back on the road today probably.
Yep.
That's pretty much all I got. I mean, I've got some secret news that happens the 15th of this coming month.
Oh, I don't even know what it is.
Regarding our
Top
dyno.
secret.
Like,
Ooh.
it's very top secret. Like,
Ooh.
I'd tell you, but I have to kill you. So I'm
be worth
pretty
it.
excited about our dyno. The 15th of this month, I've got scheduled some people to come and give us some assistance with that. So I'm thinking that's pretty neat.
Oh, that's very awesome.
Another reminder, send your nozzles in right now. Go to your truck, get them out of your truck, send them in. You've been doing a lot of the nozzle swaps.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of them lately. We're at like averaging 5 to 7 sets a day.
That's amazing, you guys.
That's a ton.
It's amazing because what we're trying to do is clean up the persona or the reputation that diesel people have by giving you parts that don't suck and just make good, clean power. So the fact that you're sending in 4 to 7 sets a day is pretty amazing, and I really feel good about cleaning up the planet and the environment and our reputations. So please keep them coming. Let's keep this going. Makes me nothing but happy to see those things coming off the street, because some of the stuff that we've gotten in, I've spent just a little bit of time looking at it. There is some absolute crap parts that have been sold to you guys out there, and it just makes my heart warm knowing that we're getting that junk off the street. So keep them coming. Let's keep doing this and just get our reputation of diesel people being a lot cleaner and a lot better.
Yeah, your 12 valve doesn't have to be a smoky mess.
Neither is your 24 valve.
Or your common rail.
Or your LB7. Or your 7.3 liter power stroke.
Make it run right.
Yeah, they can.
And it'll make more power. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of these guys, I mean, pulling out fuel plates. You've been with me on the dyno now for a year and a half or so.
Yep, about a year and a half.
Is there a single time that pulling the fuel plate out has made more power than just getting the fuel plate dialed in?
On my race truck, it's the only time ever. That's the only vehicle that's made more power.
What
without
pump
a
was
plate.
that?
That has a custom built high zoot cam in it. That's the one that used to be on the blue truck.
Governor springs weren't right though.
Correct. That's right.
That's the only reason that works.
The governor springs in that.
That's the only reason that worked.
Exactly.
The governor springs are all screwed up in that pump.
Yep.
But it's got a quick rate camshaft, 215 PNBs, and that's the only reason it worked is because the governor is goofed up in that thing.
Exactly. So other than that truck, I've always lost about 20 horsepower, which comes out to like 5% horsepower by pulling a plate.
Smokes more.
Smokes a pile more. It don't make any more power.
Yeah.
And you can argue with me on the internet all you want, but I got numbers to show it don't make any more power.
Dynos lie. Oh wait, that's people lie. Parts
Yeah.
don't. That's right. My bad. Yeah. So I guess I'll get the hell out of here and let you get back to work.
Sounds good.
Later, guys. Lenny Reed.
Mitch, bye.